Hey everyone, Connie here, and yeah, we are at another poll, as you can see, for the anime slot on Wednesdays. So if you didn't watch the reaction, I am dropping Wandering Sun from reactions, um, but that not because I don't like the series, but rather because I just don't like reacting to it anymore. I'm gonna finish the final four episodes on my own time and do a separate review video on my overall thoughts on the series and my thoughts on the way it ends. But in the meantime, we do need a new anime series for Wednesdays for the poll slot. Um, so we're going to be doing polls a little bit differently from here on out. We're going to be kind of doing it in the same way we do the movie polls now, where there's this giant list of anime shows, and we'll randomize the top five of them instead of six for the movies. We'll do the top five, and then I'll make a poll. Unlike for the movies, though, I'm doing the randomization and the poll on the same day. So this is the poll video. The poll is in the description below, but you're about to see what the choices are here as they're randomized. So let's get this going. I will also go over all of the options on the list to just kind of let you see what we've got going for this, for the anime list, for the polls. So, first up, we have From the New World and Killing Bites, neither of which I really know much about, but both have been suggested to me in the past. We have Asobi Asobase. I have seen a clip from this, and it's made me want to see the entire rest of the series because it looked freaking hilarious. I will leave it at that. Sherlock Hound, which I believe was made by Hayao Miyazaki before Studio Ghibli's inception. And it's Sherlock Holmes as a dog. That's all I know of it. Gamers, I believe it's about video gaming, but I'm not 100% sure. The Promised Neverland. Now, we did a preview reaction for The Promised Neverland when it came out this season. We reacted to the first episode, and I chose not to pick it back up. But we're going to put it on the poll anyway, and if we continue watching it, we continue watching it. It's not something that I'd be against continuing watching. It's like one of those series that basically is on the list of stuff that I feel like I dropped for the wrong reasons, basically. We have Afro Samurai, which has been on polls before. We have Continuing Samurai Flamenco. If you weren't on the old channels and stuff, you might not even know I reacted to that. But yeah, we'd be continuing from where we left off, which would be easy to figure out. We have Revolutionary Girl Utena, which is a series that I have been massively suggested plenty of times, and it's a really popular one on top of that. We have Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad. I know nothing about it other than it's about music. We have Initial D, the racing anime with all of the Eurobeat music as its theme songs. Black Butler. I've seen a couple episodes of Black Butler, but never much further into it. I know a couple things about it, but not too much. We have Bunny Girl Senpai, which has been suggested to me. I've heard it's supposed to be really good and not at all what you think it is. Maggie, the Labyrinth of Magic has been suggested to me. There are apparently multiple series in the Maggie lineup, and this is the first one from what I've been told. Cells at Work, we would be continuing from episodes 4 and up because I've seen the first 3. Forest of Piano. It's on Netflix. That's really all I know about it. Banana Fish, I have seen the first episode of that, never really continued. Again, not because I didn't like it, I just ended up not continuing it due to lack of time. Pandora Hearts is one I've seen quite a few episodes of, but not even halfway through. So it wouldn't be completely blind, but it's been a long time, so I'd have to be reintroduced to pretty much everything. But I did like what I have seen of it. After Pandora Hearts, we have Wotakoi, Love is Hard for an Otaku, or it might be Wotakoi. I'm not entirely sure. It's probably Wotakoi. But Love is Hard for an Otaku. We have Kino's Journey, which has been suggested to me very often, especially while working at Youmacon. We have Squid Girl, which has been on polls before. Doreku the animation. I have seen the first 6 episodes, or the first 5 episodes actually of Doreku, so we'd be continuing from there. This was one I don't think I reacted to. I might have reacted to the first episode, but I've been watching it on my own. Other than that, I'm putting it on the list anyways. We have the dub for Ghost Stories because I've heard it's freaking hilarious, and I've seen 1 or 2 clips, and it's pretty funny. We have Darker Than Black, something I've wanted to check out, just never really taken the time to. Season 2 of Ace Attorney, I have seen all of Season 1, and I do enjoy it. Plus, I played the games. Not all of them, but I think 3 of them I played. We have Hell Girl, which my father has seen, and I've only seen the first episode of. We have Kabuki Boo. I don't even remember where I left off or how many episodes I watched of Kabuki Boo, but it wasn't a lot, so I'd be getting into that. Recreators, I have seen the first half of the series, basically, so we'd be going through the rest of it. Tiger and Bunny, I've seen up to episode 6, so there's 7 and up for that. Vatican Miracle Examiner, I think I saw 1 or 2 episodes of that. And it definitely interested me. Again, it's just one I never really continued on with. Welcome to the NHK, Princess Tutu, and Working. Are 3 that I weren't necessarily suggested to check out, but ones that I've wanted to. Kimi no Todake, which I did preview in the past, like a long time ago, and just have not been able to get up to yet. So there's that, and that's been on previous polls as well. Continuing Middle Manager Tonegawa from where we left off. Continuing K-On! Season 2 from where we left off. We have Free on there. Rainbow Nisha. Hunter x Hunter 2011. For Hunter x Hunter 2011, I've seen a few episodes on Toonami. I want to say somewhere around 15, but I'm not 100% on that. And I just never really continued past that. We have The World God Only Knows, which I've seen a few episodes of, so we'd continue from where I left off once I figure out where that is. We would continue Barakamon as well as Hoseki no Kuni, or also known as Land of the Lustrous. And Ancient Magus' Bride and Persona 5 are also on here for continuing. So, yeah, there's those as well. We have The Rising of the Shield Hero, Food Wars, and Konosuba, all I've been heavily suggested. Noragami or Arigato, or however it's pronounced, which I've just wanted to check out. And finally, Pokemon Sun and Moon. I've been told, by my brother even, that the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime is supposedly really good. I've seen a couple clips here and there, and I like some of the dub voices. Like, I like the voice for Ace Rolla. And I mean, I love the games and I love the stories in general, so I'd be willing to check it out. I haven't watched a Pokemon series in a long time, but I'd be willing to check it out. So, we are going to randomize this and see what our 5 choices are. It'll be the first 5 on the list after being randomized, and those will be on the poll, once again, in the description below. So, let us do this. Randomize. Okay, and our top 5 are Tiger and Bunny, continuing on, starting with episode 7. Sherlock Hound, continuing with Samurai Flamenco. We have Asobi Asobase and Initial D. Okay, so some interesting choices for our first set of 5. Not necessarily what I expected, or not even what I'd say I necessarily hoped for, but a good set, an interesting set. There's a couple on here that I probably would not check out otherwise. But yeah, it's like Tiger and Bunny, for those who don't know, is a superhero show. But it's in a world where superheroes are the norm, sort of like with My Hero Academia, except they're basically turned into a reality television show with sponsors getting behind them and backing them up. And the only way to actually be legal as a hero is to be a sponsored hero on this show, basically. Um, and it focuses on this old age hero named Blue Tiger, and then his partner, his new partner Bunny, who is a new age hero. Um, I don't remember Bunny's actual hero name. It's been a while, but there's some really good characters, some really fun plot elements. I would probably have to refamiliarize myself with the first few episodes, but we would continue from episode 7 and on. Sherlock Hound, like I said, I think that's by Hayao Miyazaki. And yeah, Sherlock Holmes as a dog. Don't know anything else about it and don't really want to. Samurai Flamenco, another superhero show, but this one's about a guy who doesn't have powers, who's just trying to clean up the neighborhood, basically. He's this rich, well-off model, and he becomes this superhero, Samurai Flamenco, just to kind of basically live a childhood dream. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, real villains appear. And that's actually, I think, where I left off. Asobi Asobase, again, I don't know really much of anything about it, other than it's a comedy series, and the clip I saw of it, again, a single clip, was funny as hell. It was seriously hilarious. And I kind of want to have context behind it. And finally, Initial D, again, it's a racing anime, and has Eurobeat soundtrack. That's all I know about it. I do not know how any of these will be, and just like with any series I start, they are subject to being dropped. But I'm hoping that whichever one you guys end up voting for ends up being really good. So yeah, once again, the poll is in the description below. Please go and vote. Share it around social media. Get other people to vote as well. And we'll start the new series next week. The poll will run until next Tuesday. So just to be sure, that is Tuesday the 12th of March. It will run until Tuesday. Sometime on Tuesday, I'll finish things out. I'll close the poll. I'll announce the winner, put up the video for that. And then we'll have it show up, yeah, next Wednesday. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what you guys choose. Thank you so much for tuning in. And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.